Wow. Hey guys, it's me, Freddy Krueger. It's October 31st, so just in time for Halloween. Y'all know I like scaring kids, so I'm reviewing a game 3 years after its release. This game is an uneven online multiplayer game. 4 survivors fight against 1 killer. The goal of the survivors is to survive, and the killer's goal is to kill. It is both that simple and that complicated. All you have to do is power the generators in the map. There are 7 generators total at random points in the map. However, you only have to fix 5. At random, QuickTime events will occur. If you get a great result, your repair speed is boosted. Unless the generator is cursed. You can also try to survive when you attempt to free yourself. And don't get me started on items offering add-ons and perks. Now that you've learned all the rules, let's talk about gameplay. Basically, a survivor's goal is to do things without the killer catching you. If you escape the map, you win. If the killer knocks you down, he can pick you up, place you on a hook, and you're stuck there for a while until either someone saves you or you die and lose, and your transparent character model is lifted to heaven or Cthulhu or something. Now, there is a learning curve. It takes some time to learn all these rules and get a feel for how it plays. And wouldn't you know it, just like the TV show Survivor hosted by Jeff Bezos where they have to survive the Amazon, this game takes a little strategery. There's a lot of little details that I left out. Nuances about things like running, making noise, or when you're chased trying to confuse or distract the killer. For example, the killer plays in first-person perspective, so he's got tunnel vision. If you don't run straight away from him, but you dodge, dip, duck, dive, and double back, you can lose him. So there's opportunity to apply those gamer skills you've built on your gamer resume. In this game, you can also point. There's no voice chat or text chat in-game, so you've got 2 hand signals to communicate with people. This one means go away, and this one is meant to simulate wafting the scent of wine into your nose holes. It means quit whining. Now, playing as a survivor is not perfect. There will be times where you will be waiting a while, usually on a hook, watching your fellow gamers have fun. And then sometimes they make you mash the spacebar, and you wait a little bit more. Just applying one more of those gamer skills. There's also a really weird item system. You can spend in-game currency to get items, but if you lose a match, and you'll lose a lot, you'll also lose your item. But if you play a lot or play well, you get more currency. The net effect is that if you play a lot or you play well, you get an advantage in the game, which helps you play better. So you can imagine, for someone like me, it skews the learning curve a little bit. It becomes a little frustrating, but, you know, there's gotta be some sort of incentive to play well than getting sprays or whatever. I mean, have you guys even heard of DeviantArt? Hello? Wait, all 4 of us are playing Claudette. Aw yeah, Claude Squad. Oh wait, I could have said Quad Claude Squad.
Stretch my hands to you.
Find a survivor, swing your hammer, lift him up and hanger, then be a camper. Or you don't camp because that's rude, kids. I don't do that. Life is a lot less complicated as the killer. All you do is get used to the timing of your hammer swings, listen for grass rustling or breathing or whatever, and keep your eyes glued to every square inch of the screen. Did you see that? Right there. I see it now, but I didn't see it at the time. There is a little strategy to it though. The strategy is to figure out what to do while you're waiting to play. See, the wait times for the killer are longer because there's 4 slots to fill on this side and only 1 slot on this side. It leads to some uneven wait times. This is time spent not playing video game. But on the other hand, playing as the killer is fun. There's just something fun about killing people. I would know. I killed the previous Dingus reviews and I took his place. Now, it's an uneven online multiplayer game, so it begs the question. Is it fair? Mostly. As a survivor, I lost my first 10 games. As a killer, I lost 2 of my first 3. I was not willing to wait much longer to play 7 more. Technically, I won one of my first as a survivor, but that was after the killer downed me, and then just kinda left me there. I was the last one alive, so I had no chance of winning at this point. I kinda crawled around for a minute, asked the fortune teller guy for help. The killer picked me up, and they just took me to the exit. But I didn't know this at the time because I was still new to the game, so like the bumbus I am, I made the killer chase me for another 2 minutes. They brought me back and set me down. I checked in with them for final approval, and then I escaped. So, is it fair? I mean, matchmaking is ranked, so it's probably fair. However, I will say this. Strangely, despite losing over and over again, I was having fun. This game does something special, and it's something I like in video games. The game mechanics give you feelings. As a survivor, looking around frantically for the killer makes you feel paranoid. Staying in one spot to watch this bar slowly progress, where a QuickTime event can happen at any time and demand all of your focus, It makes you feel anxious. So when the killer pops out of nowhere, it's a jump scare, but it's not cheap. It makes you feel like Jamie Lee Curtis. When you're a killer, you get this feeling of power. The survivors can't hurt you, and when you finally knock them down and hang them up, you feel accomplished, like, yeah, frick you, you flippin' nerd. And ironically, some of the most fun moments of this game are when people stop playing by the rules. There was also this one match where one guy disconnected right away, and then another guy got killed, so it was down to 2 of us. And the killer just kind of watched us. So we had a little fun with it, like, come here, big guy, come over yonder. We both kind of realized that we could give each other free points. He gets points if he hurts us, and we get points if we heal each other. At the end, we were like, yeah, you the man, you the man. And then he chainsawed us both. So we had to crawl all the way to the exit. Overall, it's a super fun game. Not perfect, but probably as good as a game like this could be. Out of all 10 of my thumbs, I'm giving them 8 out of 10. Wait, it has Strange Steven from Stranger Things? Sorry, that's a 10. Playing Dead by Daylight, gonna need a nightlight. This is like a movie, but it's really very lifelike. Call me George Clooney, cause it's very heist-like. That was a reference to Ocean's 11 from 2007. Just kidding, it was 2001.